Hey everyone, it's Jana Wunderlich here with another live. I just wanted to come in and talk to you about days like a day like I had today. So days that feel like you get absolutely nothing done, right? And I was just reflecting on my day, like I felt a little bit frustrated about it. And as I was reflecting, I thought I'll share my experience with you. So what do I mean? So days like, you set out with a great number of items on your to-do list and you're excited and you set out on the day and then something happens that you need to take care of. And then something else happens that you need to take care of. And all of a sudden, your day is over and you feel like you actually got nothing done, or at least nothing of the things that you set out to do, right? And you feel kind of drained at the end of the day, like something has just taken you over. And you feel frustrated because you kind of feel your day just got hijacked somehow. And it wasn't really any fun. Like everything you just did was things that had to be done, but it wasn't any fun. And you feel out of control, right? Because you had set out with a great plan and it was just taken over by other things. So days like this happen, right? But what if the majority of your days looks like that? How does that feel? Like all of or most of your days just get hijacked because you have a team of people and they need something, and you have your board and your sponsors, and there's other people that need something, and then things come up that you have to deal with, and insurances, and just stuff that happens and it needs to be taken care of and is important. Or is urgent, I should say. So that's frustrating, right? Like if most of your days are like that and you just feel completely out of control and you feel like you don't really know how to fix that because everything is urgent and needs to be done. And there's no way to get out of it. Now I call that a vicious cycle. Because it feels like you're just reacting to whatever is happening. You just, this needs to be taken care of. Okay, this needs to be taken care of. And you're moving a lot, but you're not really moving anywhere closer towards your goals or to fulfillment or, to an outcome. You just keep doing things and you keep doing things, but it feels like you're moving, but you're not moving from the place that you are. So after a while, that just feels even more frustrating and it just feels horrible. And I've been there. I've been there so many times and over many, many years. And the truth is I still get there at times. But now I know that this is the exemption, right? It's like a day. And at the end of the day, I can look at it and go over it and go, okay, I know that there's a different approach and I will reset and I know there's a solution. And that's a great thing about it when you actually have a better way of doing that. So where does it come from? I worked in volunteer management for many, many years. And that was my reality, right? That was basically me reacting to day-to-day things that would come up. I was working in different organizations and there was always something coming up. Everyone was kind of in the same space of that, of just reacting to what is rather than proactively doing something different. And when I was doing all of that, I realized over time, I realized three things. I didn't really want another complicated system, I wanted something simple that will help me overcome this. Because, we're already dealing with this overwhelm I was definitely in overwhelm, and I just wanted something really simple. And there's a lot of systems out there, productivity systems out there that help you organize your to-do list, or that help you do a to-do list, and Gantt charts. And my background is event management, and there's a lot of productivity systems out there. I tried a lot of them, and what it comes back to is it's just another pretty way of looking at your to-do list. It doesn't really change your to-do list as such, right? So I wanted something really simple that will actually get me a better outcome. And secondly, I understood that I needed to just stop. I needed to stop what I was doing and review things and then restart somehow, right? And I did get support with that, because I knew I didn't really know how to solve that myself. And that is actually the biggest one, I find, because it's a real mindset shift that we need to adopt, right? Because when things are just compounding and things are just coming up, then it's really, really hard to just stop and reset, right? Because things need to be done. So it requires a real mindset shift, and it needs support, because doing that on your own, that's challenging, or I would almost say impossible, but it can be done. And then the third one is I had to put a new frame around everything. I needed to put a different order of my tasks, and something that I talk about all the time is I divided my task into what's urgent and what's important, and I classified them in terms of how they help me to get closer to my goals, right? And I made sure that whatever comes up in the day, I definitely worked on one or more important tasks. Those tasks that got me closer to my goals every day. Because, as you know, things always come up and things are compounding. And the truth is, even though things are urgent, if you don't deal with them today, they are still there tomorrow. Most of them are not life-threatening things, and they will still be there tomorrow. So it's just a reframing of basically of what you set out to do, right? So I have since used systems and put them in place, and I have also shared that with other leaders, and I've worked with other leaders for them putting them in place. And it's really amazing to see how quickly that can help to change things. It definitely worked for me. It worked for other leaders as well. And it can go really quickly because it's a really simple system, but it takes something, right? First of all, it takes decisiveness. So it needs a decision to change your current situation. And that number one step is often the trickiest one, because the truth is we are in the situation that we are in for a reason, right? I usually call it's a lesson that we haven't learned yet. So we keep being in the situation until we learn the lesson. And the truth is something is keeping us there. It's a fear, or it's something that we're trying to avoid. And even though it's frustrating as hell, there's some kind of comfort because it's familiar. Because we know this, we know how to deal with it, and it's a struggle, but it's comfortable in a way that it is familiar, right? And so it keeps us there. We keep ourselves there. So what it needs is the number one thing is the decision to get out of it, to not put up with this struggle anymore, and to put a stake in the ground and say, okay, chill here, and no more. I deserve better, my organization deserves better, and I will have to change something to get a different outcome, right? And then the second thing is a commitment, basically a commitment to do whatever it takes to create a different outcome. So decide and commitment. It's the two main things that it takes. And then you need some system, a proven system. I prefer a really simple one to then implement, and ideally the support to help you implement it and just guide you and support you along the way. So that's my message for today. The first thing we need to do is to decide that we want to get a different outcome. So if that is you, if you're done with all the struggle and all the challenges and you really want to have a look at how different life and creating a bigger impact can look like, then jump on a call with me. It's a free strategy call and we can talk about it, how that can look in your organization. And we look at what your number one challenge is today that is holding you back from creating your impact. And we look at how you can quickly turn that around and how you can sustain that. I'll post a link to book a session with me above this video. So if this speaks to you and you feel like you are done and you want to change something, why not check out a call? It's free. There's nothing to lose. 45 minutes to see what can change for you. I'm really passionate about helping female leaders to really create a better life for themselves and to create a bigger impact and to just have a lot more freedom in their life. I have created that for myself and I want you to have that as well. So yeah, I hope to hear from you soon. I hope this was helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and I will speak to you soon.